Hello. It has been a moment, but I'm glad to be back and that you are here with me, sharing this exchange of energy and awareness. Happy 2026 to all of you. As we usually do, let us begin by taking a deep breath, hold, and releasing that breath, opening our hearts, our minds, our very existence to all that is. Let us continue the journey. I want to take a moment and ask you a very powerful question, which will then be followed by a series of questions to think about. One that I am asking you to take seriously. A question that, if answered honestly and deeply, especially right now, could change the course of your life and impact the world around you. A question that, if we all took a moment to reflect on and truly consider, could shift the energy of the earth, of humanity, and of creation itself. The question is this: what would you do to change things? Now, I am not asking you to focus on the past, the mistakes or regrets that you may carry or have witnessed from days gone by. I am asking you to focus on the right now, the present moment, the space you are in, the thoughts you are having, and the impact your choices in this moment will have on what happens next. Would your actions be rooted in love, truth, and justice? Or would they be driven by fear, anger, or ego? What would you do to change things right now so that it ripples out to humanity, to your community, to the earth, to the universe, to creation itself, and all that is within it? Take a deep breath once again, and let that question settle for a moment. What would you do to change things? Let me go further. In changing things, would it be your absolute truth with no regret? And would it concern all, meaning humanity, you, me, your neighbor, family, friend, or foe, the earth, the universe, creation in general, animate and inanimate? Would it include total equality and justice for all? Would it prevent prejudice? Would it come from your ego, or would it come from your heart aligning with your mind? Would you seek, teach, and live in truth, or hide revelations? Would you revel in the suffering of others? Or would you lend your energy to helping? Would you share your abundance or keep it for yourselves? Would you create forgiveness? Would you allow yourself to hear, see, and consider possibilities? Would it be safe for the entire human race? Would it consider loss of life or a celebration of life? Would your justice be fair or cruel? Would you be able to hear each other amongst the noise? Would you think that your way is the only way, the right way? Or would you allow yourself to welcome new thoughts and share ideas? As we reflect on these many powerful questions, I want to take you through a series of scenarios, thoughts, and ideas, and many other questions that can help you dig deeper into the truth of what your response really means to yourself and to an ever-changing and evolving world. Imagine Earth, Gaia, Terra, the planet we live on, where every person, regardless of race, religion, gender, or background, had equal opportunities, where no one is oppressed, judged, or discriminated against. Picture the unity that would arise. It is a powerful vision, is it not? Think about the energy you carry into the world. Would you take steps in your strength to make sure every single person is treated with dignity, integrity, and respect? Something that you would expect to be given to you. Would you stand up for what is right, even when it is uncomfortable, even when it is not popular, even if it was not your idea? In a world full of diversity, prejudice is a toxin that poisons human relationships. What would it take for you to actively challenge your own biases and assumptions? Would you look deeper into the hearts of others and see them as human beings, just like you, deserving of love, compassion, and understanding? Imagine a garden with every flower blooming its own unique color, shape, and fragrance. Each one contributes to the beauty of the whole. When we eliminate prejudice, we allow all people to bloom, to be their true selves, without fear of being judged, dismissed, locked up, killed, or harmed in any way. Would your actions be driven by the need to prove yourself, or would they come from a place of deep compassion, clarity, and wisdom? When we lead with our hearts and align them with our minds, we create space for wisdom, love, and understanding to flow. It changes our perception. But when ego leads, we find ourselves in cycles of conflict, competition, and fear. What truth are you hiding from? What fact do you fear might challenge your current reality? When we embrace truth, we create empowerment. We liberate ourselves from the chains of ignorance and step into our full potential. It is not easy all the time, but with patience and stillness, it is always worth it. There is a saying, what you do to others, you do to yourself. There is also another saying, treat others as you would like to be treated. If you saw someone struggling, would you turn a blind eye? Or would you extend your hand and your heart to help? What energy are you putting into the world? Is it one of compassion and kindness, or one of judgment and indifference? Picture now a vast empty desert. In this desert, there are people struggling to survive. But then, imagine the light from your heart shining down, bringing water, shade, and comfort to those in need. Your actions, your energy are that light for someone else. Sharing that abundance is not just about material wealth. It is about the gifts, talents, and resources that you have to offer. Would you share these with others or hoard them for yourself? True abundance grows when it is shared, when we lift each other in love and respect, with excellence, honor, and decency. We all rise together. When that is realized and lived consistently, we come to understand that forgiveness is for everyone. Holding on to grudges or past wrongs only weighs you down. Would you be willing to forgive others and yourself? To release the weight of anger, resentment, and pain? Would you allow the energy of forgiveness to heal wounds that have long been buried? Would you allow yourself to hear, see, and consider possibilities? Many of us are quick to shut down ideas that are new, different, or unfamiliar. Would you open your mind and heart to the opportunities that are out there? Would you listen even when it is unpleasant? Would you allow new ideas to grow? Or would you close off the opportunity for change? Imagine a clear blue sky filled with endless possibilities. Every cloud represents a new idea, a new opening. When you open your heart and mind to these possibilities, you're like air, weightless, flowing, unburdened, free, and making a difference in every single thing you do, think, and come in contact with. You are life, and so is that energy in front of you, around you, within you, everywhere. Next is something very important within all of these questions. Safety is the foundation for growth. A world that nurtures safety nurtures peace. So I continue to ask, would your actions help create a space where every individual feels safe, heard, and seen? Safety does not just mean physical safety, it means emotional and psychological safety as well. In your meaning of justice, does it mean retribution or does it mean healing? True justice seeks to restore balance, to heal wounds, to create fairness for all. Would you be a force for true justice, a justice rooted in compassion and understanding, not one driven by revenge? So, like I asked earlier, would you be able to hear each other amidst the noise to make these decisions? We all know that the world is loud. It is filled with distractions, conflicts, and commotion. But can you hear the voices of others as well as your own inner true thoughts? Can you listen totally to others and to yourself with empathy and understanding, even when the world seems chaotic or if it does not align with what you believe? When we listen deeply, we honor the stories, struggles, and viewpoints of others. It helps us navigate mindfully the mindsets of ourselves and of others, getting us to a place of mutual balance and respect in our shared awareness. We give space for their truth and our truth to coexist openly. Let us imagine that we are standing in the middle of a bustling city, yet we are calm and centered, able to hear the whispers of our hearts and the voices of others, even amidst the noise. This is the power of truly listening, of hearing beyond the surface. In a world of diverse beliefs, ideas, and experiences, would you be open to new ways of thinking? Would you welcome different perspectives and create space for healthy, respectful dialogue, even if you disagree? Would you think your way is the only way, the right way? Or would you welcome new views and opinions? A truly empowered individual recognizes that there are many paths to truth and remains open to learning from others. So, in conclusion, I ask you again, what would you do to change things? Let me sum it all up as you reflect further on this question. The way forward is not through conflict, division, or hatred. It is through unity, understanding, and compassion. It is through realizing that, despite our differences, we are all part of the same creation. We are all connected, not just to each other, but to the earth, to the universe, to all that is. We do not need to argue, fight, or push others down. We can engage in open, honest dialogue. We can disagree, but we can do so in a way that honors each other, that seeks solutions rather than perpetuating problems. We are the change. The power lies within us, in each thought we have, in each action we take. We can create a world that is free from prejudice, which is filled with love, truth, and abundance. So take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, what would I do to change things? Then add, what am I capable of doing right now? And when you find that place within you that resonates, then let us work together to make that change a reality, in harmony, in unity, in peace. Here are some helpful tips for empowering ideas and creating change. 1. Open your mind. Challenge yourself to think beyond your current reality. Embrace the unknown with curiosity, not fear. 2. Practice empathy. Listen actively to others, especially when their experiences are different from yours. 3. Choose love over fear. When faced with a choice, ask yourself, does this decision come from love or fear? Choose love every time. 4. Let go of judgment. We all have our unique paths. Honor the journey of others without judgment. 5. Speak your truth. Do not be afraid to express your ideas, but do so with kindness and respect. Truth, spoken with love, can transform. My final thought. I have repeated myself in many ways in this talk, but it is also about positive repetitiveness. Remember, change starts within. You are the seed of possibility. What would you do to change things? The answer is in your being. So be. Until next time, live in peace. Give and receive genuine hugs. And love like your life depends on it. Because right now, it truly does. Goodbye for now.